Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're on day 4 of our sourdough starter series, and if you're new here, first we hope you'll subscribe, but second you'll want to go back to the beginning of the series and start there. So what I'll do, I'll put a card up here in the corner, and you guys can go back to the beginning of the playlist and catch back up to us. But we are on day 4. We're going to increase the feeding on them, so just hang on, we'll get out here in the kitchen and we'll get them out here and take a look at them. Alrighty guys, we've got our starters up out of the oven. Today is day 4. We're getting ready to start inspecting them. You want to always make sure when you're working with your starters to take a good long look at them first so you don't go on and propagate a problem. So we're going to see they've rose clear up into the shoulder of the jar. Let's see if I can do that. And they are filled with bubbles, and that is exactly what we want to see. So we'll go run through them. All got good bubbling. They all rose, so we are still 3 for 3. But we'll get the tops off of these. We'll take a look at them. I'll bring you right back to show you that. Alrighty guys, we've got them opened up here, and we've went through all of them, gave them a good sniff test. They still smell like flour and water, but with a slightly acidic smell. Kind of like a real light vinegar mixed into it. But for the most part, it primarily still smells like just wheat flour and water. So we've gone over the surface of all of them. And I'll try to get you a better look at these when we stir them down. But we've gone over the surface of them. We're not seeing any signs of mold or white fibers. Or in particular, there's a pink kind of mold that gets on them. I'm not seeing anything like that. So we're going to get these punched down and get them stirred up and see what they look like. So I'll move the camera, be right back. Alrighty guys, we're going to take a look down inside the jars here. Getting ready to start punching them down. We're going to go ahead and start stirring. See if I can get an idea to show you that spongy texture it takes on. It'll cut back down once we get the air bubbles knocked out of it. It'll cut back down to about half its volume it is now. It's broke up or loosened up pretty good on the bottom. It's a little thicker than we might really like it for pouring, but we're going to go ahead and leave it. So guys, it looks real good. We'll get these other 2 punched down, and then we'll show you how we get these set up for another feeding. Alrighty guys, we got these punched down. They're back down to almost their original level there. But today is day 4. We're going to be increasing the feeding. So they grew up into the shoulders of the jar with just this feeding in a quart jar. So we are going to be moving them up to half-gallon jars, and they will be able to live out the rest of their days in a jar that size. So guys, we're going to go ahead and show you how we do this. The first thing we're going to need to do is measure up or weigh out some starter. We'll get them over there in the jars. We'll move the name tag so we don't get them confused. But we'll measure out some starter. We'll get it over there in the jars. Show you what we do next. Alrighty guys, I'm going to bring you back in here and show you a little bit about what we're doing. But I've got one of them done. We're going to be adding 150 grams of starter to each of the large jars, and then 150 grams of flour and 150 grams of water. Now I'll walk you through that here in just a second, but we had a lot of throwaway, so or pour off, I guess some people call it. But after we got Bjorn here done, so I want to introduce you to the newest member of the family. This is Floki, and like his namesake, he's going to be a little confused. I've added 33 grams of starter from his big brother there, and I will add 33 and 33 from each of the other 2. That will give us 100 grams of starter in here. We'll add 100 grams of flour, 100 grams of water, and then we're going to let it seal it up, and we're going to let it sit for a couple hours, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator as a backup. But let me go ahead, I'll get these other 2, the starter measured out, and these other 2, and then we'll show you how to feed them. Alrighty guys, one thing I'm going to tell you is I'm running low on ideas to make sourdough exciting. So I don't have anything real super creative, so the best I can do is show you a little time lapse. So I'm going to show you a complete feed in one go, and we'll come back and talk to you after it gets done running. But hang on to your seats, we'll take off and do this. Alrighty guys, we'll slow it back down here. We got everybody measured out, and what we got to do now is give them a good stir. When you guys stir your starters, remember to make sure you don't have any dry flour down in there, or no big lumps. So guys, we're going to get on these, we'll get them stirred, we'll bring you back, show you what we do next. Alrighty guys, we're still getting these stirred down, and don't want to go through another video and not say a super big thanks to Heather over at the Needy Homesteader. She started us on this journey, and she also keeps tabs on me so I don't add extra water to my starter. So Heather, this little clip's for you. We're going to work this starter down. I've noticed with the wheat, I think I mentioned this in the other video, I mentioned with the wheat, I think it gets a little thicker and it requires a little more water. So what we're going for here guys is just a real super, no idea if I can show you down in that jar, but a real super thick, tacky pancake batter. This one here is going to need just even more, a little bit water. You guys can see about what I'm adding. I've done that a couple of times. No idea how much that is, but we're right where we want to be. We want that super thick. If it was pancake batter, you'd probably think put more milk in it, but it's also thin enough that it'll self-level when I sit it there on the counter. So guys, that's me adding more water to my starters and getting myself in trouble with Heather. Alrighty guys, that's about going to wrap it up for the day 4 feeding. Again, we used 150 grams of our starter, 150 grams of whole wheat flour, and 150 grams of dechlorinated warm water. And we've got our 3 main starters back here. That's how they were done. We're going to put those back in the oven, and we're just going to leave them sit for another day. And little Floki there up front, we're treating him like a day 3 starter. He has 100 grams that is a combination of all 3 of our other starters. And then he has 100 grams of flour and 100 grams of water, plus whatever water we added to him to get him to the right consistency. So guys, we're going to let him sit for a couple hours till he's about halfway to his peak, and then we're going to throw Floki in the refrigerator. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this up guys. I'll be back to talk to you in just a minute. Alrighty guys, that's about going to wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully I'm not in too much trouble with old Heather over there at the Needy Homesteader. Guys, if you don't know who she is, you need to go check her out. But that's going to wrap it up for today. We got our feedings increased. We added young Mr. Floki there to the mix. We're going to get him in the refrigerator, and I guess he'll be our backup plan to a backup plan. But here in a little while on the channel, we'll come back in, say, a week or so. We'll get Floki out, thaw him out. We'll show you how to wake up a starter when you take it out of a refrigerator. But for now, guys, we appreciate you coming by the channel. If you like content like this, we hope you'll subscribe. If you subscribe, then please ring that bell down there. That's the notifications bell, and it'll let you know whenever we release a new video. Guys, that's a great way to keep up with the channel and a great way to follow along with the series. But we hope you enjoyed it. If you would, please give the video a thumbs up. And leave us a comment down below. Your thumbs up and comments really help. We try to get to all of them, especially if you've got questions. Be sure to leave them down there, If I don't know, then I'll dig around and find you an answer. So guys, thank you again for coming by the channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll catch you in the next one.